What's up, guys? Right now we're at Phoenix Park in Ireland. It's the largest enclosed park in all of Europe.
And it may surprise you guys to find out, but yes, it also holds the Washington Monument. There it is right behind us. I'm just kidding. That's the Wellington Testimonial Monument dedicated to the first Duke of Wellington.
I thought you were saying first dude.
No, the first Duke. Yes, it commemorates him. It's amazing. It's actually the tallest obelisk in Europe, standing at 62 meters or 200 feet. Crazy. We saw that during some of our drives and we thought, why is there the Washington Monument in the middle of Dublin? But it's not that.
Could you imagine if there's giants on the world that were 200 feet? They just stomp on you. I don't know why I just thought of that.
There's Yao Ming.
Oh.
He's not 200 feet though. Some basketball player.
No.
All right, well, let's walk around this park. I don't know if we're gonna be able to walk at all, but
It's kind of cold actually today.
it is chilly today. Look at all of this big patch of grass though surrounding it. Apparently there's a zoo around here too, the Dublin Zoo. I don't know if we'll run into that.
I did see a clip on TikTok of an American. She was like kind of making fun of it, but it's kind of funny because I'm assuming you guys don't have them running around here, but she thought it was funny that there was a raccoon enclosure at the zoo here.
Yeah, we see those all the time.
Yeah, we don't have a raccoon enclosure at any of the zoos, I don't think, in the US, because raccoons are all over the place.
Yep.
Not all over the place, but
Pretty common.
Yeah.
You wouldn't see that in a zoo. That would be a pretty bad zoo in the US. So I'm assuming that's not as common here.
dang, it's so weird. The birds like smash at the ground here, like they're trying to look for food. It was too shy.
I knew this had to be huge because everybody was saying it was really big, and then most parks on Apple Maps or Google Maps you can kind of see like a little patch of green and you zoom in and it says whatever park. This one, it was just, honestly, I had to zoom out when I put in the address or the name of it. I had to zoom out to see just how big it was. So definitely looking like it in person, looking like it is huge. We see that there's a castle called Ashtown Castle, and we're gonna try to go there. Just to give you some context to how big this park is, it's a 35-minute walk and we'll still be in the park.
To the right of us right now, I think, is the zoo. Looks like a lot of people are leaving right now. I don't know what time it closes. I think it's only like 3 p.m. right now though.
It also says Polo Ground on it.
Oh my goodness, Dookie.
Come on, let's go.
It says cricket grounds. There are 2 cricket clubs in Phoenix Park. Phoenix, the oldest in Ireland, formed in 1830, and Civil Service founded in 1863. There were approximately 20 cricket grounds in the early 1900s. We had a dog come up to us.
It was very cutesy.
He was very cute. Today's July 23rd when we're recording this, and yesterday we were on a train to Belfast and back, and on the way back, I think around 7 p.m. local time, I was on Twitter and I was just scrolling, and a pretty reputable news account tweeted Ozzy Osbourne has passed away. Whenever you see something like that, I know he was already pretty old and had Parkinson's and stuff, so it doesn't really come as a surprise in terms of his age or time of death, but it's still just insane hearing something like that, especially about someone so famous. So I told Lauren, you said he didn't even believe me, right?
I thought Joey was joking for some reason because he sounded unsure.
Yeah, I think what made me feel unsure, even though I know was already older and had health issues, health complications, is because he had just played that concert, which now in retrospect, it's pretty obvious why he probably chose to play it. At the time, you don't know that, so you just think like that's insane that you see him playing a show and then all of a sudden like 2 weeks later he's not there anymore.
That is crazy. I don't know. I know he was like old, but I didn't think he was gonna pass away soon, although he is old.
Yeah, it's definitely not an age that makes you wonder what happened. I mean, 76, that's getting pretty up there. There's people that are 76 and look completely healthy, but he didn't, obviously. And then with his record of drug abuse and drug addiction, there was a lot of stuff leading up to it. Just still sad news. You know, a lot of people were posting about it. One of those ones that actually felt pretty sad reading, because there's a lot of celebrities that they pass away, and not that you don't feel sad, but you just didn't really know much or whatever. But before we had actually come on this trip, I had watched a Ozzy Osbourne documentary. So it just made it feel even sadder seeing like his come up. He was from a working class family, then made it in rock music, kind of had a downfall after Black Sabbath, or not after Black Sabbath, after his solo career, and then he came back up. Then for the last few decades was kind of just the cool rock and roll Hall of Fame guy.
I had to look it up to make sure. Because I've seen those like things where people like post like, oh, this person passed away, but they didn't actually. I see it all the time on Facebook. Like I've been seeing what's his name, the Taken, no, not the Taken,
Bruce Willis?
yes, I've been seeing. How do you know who I was talking about?
Isn't that the guy from, is
No,
he not the guy?
Taken is Liam
Neeson?
Yeah,
I don't know, I knew you were mentioning Bruce Willis because I think
Yeah.
I've heard about health complications with him as well.
Yeah, but I've been seeing like all the time I see someone post Bruce Willis just died. It's on Facebook, and I look it up, or I look at the comments and they're like, stop lying, and
Yeah.
he didn't die. So I was like,
Those are a little more believable. I remember there was a meme going around where people would write R.I.P. Joe Rogan, and it's like he's still, I think, in his 50s, so that would be pretty insane if he passed away randomly. Oh man, my arm's getting tired of holding this camera. I need a longer tripod. Like I had this on a tripod, but it's not very long, so I still have to hold my camera up pretty high. I never understood how bikers that have those bikes that their hands like up here, how they can do that for so long. Some bikers go on long trips. We have this thing in the US called Sturgis. I don't know how many of you guys know about that, but it's in one of the Dakotas. I don't know, it's in the town called Sturgis, I think in South Dakota. But people from all around the country get on their Harleys and their different motorcycles and they go all ride there for this huge event. It's like the biggest, whenever it's going on, that's when the most amount of people are in Sturgis for the year are there, because it's a relatively small town outside of that event. I've heard about it before, but I know I like listening to Slipknot. I like the band Slipknot, and their guitarist Jim Root, he is really big into motorcycles, and he always posts on Instagram around that time when he's riding up to Sturgis, because I think he lives in Florida. So a pretty long ride, but that's got to be pretty peaceful. You're off of tour, he tours the world, and then he gets to just go to some cool biking event.
this is my question of the day. Drop in the comments the most famous person you've seen at the 3 Arena.
Yep.
That you think is like the most famous that you've seen, because I want to see like who's played here that's like crazy big, because I know there's some pretty big people that play here.
I know I mentioned this in another video. I don't know if I've uploaded it at this point when you're watching this one, but the other day when we got here, the Doobie Brothers were playing, and if you couldn't guess, that's obviously before our time. I actually have my uncle on my dad's side, or so his brother, went to see them when they were in the US. I know their top song, Listen to the Music, or whatever the title is, but you didn't even know that when I showed you.
No.
I knew the chorus, I wouldn't have known the verses. They were playing there the last time we came to Ireland.
Wait.
Huh.
How does it go?
That, oh, listen to the music. Oh,
No, I'm thinking of a different song where it's like, listen to the music. Do you know what I'm talking about?
no.
It's like, play that funky.
Play that funky music,
No,
white boy.
it's not play the funky music. It has like a verse like that.
Huh. The residence of the presidents of Ireland, sounds like a rhyme, since 1938 was built by Nathaniel Clements, park ranger in 1751. From 1782 until 1922, it was the residence of the viceroys or lords lieutenant of Ireland. It was altered and extended in the 1800s by Francis Johnson. And there it is over there. I'll have to zoom in because this is a wide lens. But it looks really nice. It looks like the White House. We went on a tangent about what's called the Doobie Brothers and music, but I was gonna say last time we came over here, it was actually, there was a Tyler the Creator concert going on. So I don't know if you guys know who that is, but he's this rapper from America. So the crowd was a lot different, a lot more people in like kind of goth emo attire, younger people probably like somewhere between 13 and 20. Then of course the Doobie Brothers looked somewhere between like 45 and 65. So totally different crowds for sure. I don't think there's many fans that are crossover fans of Tyler the Creator and the Doobie Brothers. Completely different genres, styles of music, audiences, energy, everything. We gotta go right here.
Take a right onto the path.
We gotta get over there. Are we just going to cross here? We need to go somewhere else. Our legs are so tired. Every day of this trip, we've been walking miles and miles. Back in our home state, it's super hot, so we don't walk at all. So it's just been one long marathon of exercising.
Guys, it's annoying me. I can't figure out what song I'm talking about. I'm trying to find it.
Made it across. There's an American flag over there on the left. This roundabout here. This is a more manageable roundabout. Some of the ones we've seen before, it's like 3-4 lanes. Those are the ones that Americans hate. Can't stand roundabouts because we don't really have them. Just all stoplights. We're getting near the castle now. We've been doing so much walking that it kind of feels like I'm using 2 wooden planks to walk. My legs are so stiff. You?
My feet just hurt because I'm wearing boots. But it's just because they're comfy. Well, I mean, like, it's not that comfy for the bottom, but I don't know how to explain it. Like, they're comfy like if they're walking shoes, but after a while, since it has a tiny bit of a heel, it starts to hurt. But I feel like if I was wearing my Asics, they'd start to hurt too anyways.
Yeah, now it's so much walking that it just hurts and our feet are already sore. I woke up insanely sore today. What's up?
How you doing?
Pretty good.
I actually saw you last night.
All right, so as you just saw, Joey was filming and it cut off all of a sudden. That's because somebody actually just came up to us and said they recognized us from the hurling video that they saw. And he was on a bike ride. His name was Michael. Shout out to you.
He gave us some really good recommendations inside this castle area, the visitor center, I guess. He said you can get a scone, you can get a coffee, you can even get a full meal. He said they have good lasagna, but I said I don't know if I'm hungry enough to eat a lasagna, but we will probably try the scone now. So it's always nice getting info from people that are from around because they know the real deal.
That was our first time ever being recognized in public.
Yeah, we've had people come up to us both in America and here in Ireland now asking if we do YouTube. So when he first came up, I thought he just saw us recording and said, "You're YouTubers," meaning like what that is, like you're YouTubers, right? But I didn't know that he actually recognized this. So I asked him, I was like, "Are you saying that because you see us with the camera or did you see a video?" And he's like, "No, I watched your hurling match video." And that was crazy. Yeah, hopefully you got a cool glimpse into it, seeing that we're just average, normal people. At the end of the day, we are just like 2 random people from the US that hold a camera in front of our face and post it online.
I will say, if any of you ever saw us in person and came up to us, I am a little shy. I don't dislike you. I just don't talk that much because, I mean, I do talk, but I don't know if people can tell by the camera, like on the screen, but I am very shy, so.
Yeah, I like to say I'm decent at talking once I'm in conversation mode, but it takes a lot out of my social battery to go and start conversations. And I know once I get talking to the people, I'll feel good, but it's always that initial contact and I'm always like kind of anxious about.
Yeah, and I didn't mean like if any of you were to come up, I'm not going to talk to you. It's just, I'm probably not going to be like yapping a lot.
Yeah.
I think you'll understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. We're not the stereotypical American yappers from California.
Yeah, I'll still talk to you, obviously. Just know I'm a little shy. Not gonna lie, Fanta sounds really good right now.
I just spilled some of this because the table's so wobbly and I nicked it with my knee when I sat down. But what'd you get?
Tea.
I got an Americano coffee, and unfortunately they didn't have scones. They were all out. We came too late. We would have had one though, but we will get ice cream on the way out. So looking forward to that.
People have been saying Murphy's ice cream is really good, but we're just gonna try. I don't know if that was Murphy's. I don't think it was. I think it was just like a little ice cream shop, but I'll still try it.
Gotta keep remembering not to hit this table too much. Came out to €7 though for both of these. One got a pot of tea. Mine just came with this big cup.
All right, I put some sugar in my tea. Joey's gonna grab me something to stir it. I don't know why, but I can't just drink the tea without putting a little bit of sugar. So I think it's still good without the sugar, but I just like a little bit of sweet. I got my cup of tea. I look like I'm dressed for the snow, which I think is so funny because I know people are looking at me like that.
As we sit here drinking this tea, I'm getting a little bit of a bittersweet feeling. Like I'm excited to go home because it's always nice when you get to go home, but it is kind of getting sad for us because it's been a really awesome trip. And you know, we didn't get to do everything that everybody suggests, obviously, because we only had a finite amount of time and amount of resources, both financially and also just getting around. I mean, we didn't want to drive this time around. Maybe next time we will, especially out more in the countryside. But it's been awesome. I mean, what we've gotten to do. I know a lot of you guys suggested more touristy stuff, but I was really happy that we just kind of did just more walk around, like listen to your guys' suggestions about what there is to do in town and just kind of figure out how to get there on our own, because It forced us to talk to a lot of people we wouldn't have talked to had we just done tourist stuff. We got to meet people on the street, you know, everyday Irish people. So that's always amazing because, you know, you don't really get that type of stuff when you're doing this more curated tour type of thing. And that's how you meet people that just live it how it is. I mean, at the end of the day, we found out from this trip that every country is just a group of people that have a certain set of cultural customs and ideas, but at the end of the day, everybody just wants to make some money to do fun stuff. And, you know, people have different fun things they do, but everybody's just pleasant to be around. Everybody's been really nice. It's been really awesome. I'm glad we talked to people because you get a totally different vibe from people online, especially on TikTok. Don't shout out to people on TikTok, they're annoying, but some of them, not all of them. But some of them are annoying on TikTok. You guys on YouTube are actually really nice. It feels like a family we have online, and then we get to meet you guys in person too.
Crazy thing is we got a DM on TikTok from some girl saying, I saw you in New Jersey, that she recognized us, and she was actually sitting behind us and she was in our video. So that's pretty crazy. And we asked her how she like found us, and she said she was already following us from before that. So that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, to me it's insane. We're not a huge channel at all. I mean, we're approaching 3,000 subscribers, so thank you guys so much. But the views to subscriber ratio is just crazy. I mean, it's weird to us that, I don't know, like, unless some of you guys are watching, maybe you do YouTube and you know, but it is a weird, like, it is a trip knowing that when you post just doing everyday stuff in a country not from, like, thousands of people are watching, and we're thankful for that. This dog is trying to interrupt me. We're thankful for that, but it's also crazy knowing that, like, anytime you post on your channel something you're doing, there's over 1,000 people watching you. Like, just picture, guys, right now as you're watching this in your living room, 1,000 people with you. Of course, it doesn't work like that because it's the internet, so it's like at different times of the day and at different moments people click the video, but it is a trip. I have a feeling you guys don't use that term over here, but we're thankful. I mean, it's been a really weird, really amazing trip this time around, and yeah, that's why we're kind of just thinking back on it. We're getting a little sad here, thinking about leaving, especially because it's so inviting everywhere. Like the one thing that we really love about Ireland, besides all the cool sights, is just like the social cohesion. Just everybody seems polite, gets along. I'm not gonna lie, when I'm on the Irish rail, I listen to aggressive American music because I kind of have to get my American aggression out somehow, and I'm not gonna do it with people because everybody's so nice. So I'll be listening to like Limp Bizkit, Korn, Seven Dust or something, and then I'll say excuse me and everybody says sorry to get around. But in my headphones it's like, I gotta get that American aggression out somehow. In America you just do it in front of people. Here you have to do it in your headphones.
I will say I love the walking here. America is not like that. I wish it was. I wish we could walk to the store. It would take an hour to walk to our store, like 45 minutes. It takes 15 minutes to walk outside of our neighborhood.
The places you can walk in the US as well, I mean, there's some places here that are a little bit dodgy, kind of. Like in Cork, we were saying it was a tiny bit sketchy in certain parts, but it wasn't bad at all, honestly. In the US, like the places that are walkable, like San Diego and stuff, we've said it in previous videos, but you'll have people following you, you'll have people doing what's, I mean, to put it bluntly, we call it the fentanyl. It's like when people are doing fentanyl and they're like bent over. We actually saw it when we were driving back from Texas to Arizona and New Mexico. We saw it outside of a motel, and it's an awful sight because you know it's just people that are lost in drug abuse and drug addiction. So it's kind of hard to look at that and then people follow you because people are on drugs. And I don't want to make America to sound like it's just this terrible place, but the places that are really nice in the US are pretty much not walkable. So a lot of the Midwest is beautiful. You'll meet amazing people, but walking in the Midwest, good luck.
I used to work at Ross a few years ago, and I used to walk home sometimes because Joey was like working overnight at the time, and I would get off at 11 a.m. But then I think Joey would already be sleeping because he'd get off at 8 a.m. So sometimes I'd walk home, and I've had people follow me sometimes that are pretty sketchy. It's not that great walking, especially when nobody's really out walking and somebody's following you. That's the worst.
It's like there's no help.
No.
That was a pretty depressing point in our relationship just because we were on such opposite schedules. Lauren was working at Ross, this retail store, and you'd go in most days. You had a part-time, so you'd go in from 7 to 11, right?
Yeah, some days 7 to 11:30 or 7 to 11 to 7 to 11:30 or 7 to 11, 30-minute difference.
It was depressing because our schedules were so opposite because I was working as an overnight stalker, S-T-O-C-K-E-R, not S-T-A-L-K-E-R. Overnight stalker in this like kind of hybrid grocery store, retail store thing, kind of like a not as nice Dunn's, but it was called GTM. It was only in San Diego, and I worked there for a few months, and it was just depressing because I was working from, I think it was 11:45 p.m. to 8:45 or 7:45 a.m. So I'd get off, it'd be the total opposite of Lauren's schedule, man, working anything overnight, then falling asleep, and then falling asleep when the sun's barely coming up, then you wake up and the sun's down. And the most depressing part that I can remember is I'd take my lunches at 4 in the morning, and like we said, it's not walkable, and then it's super late. I go out to my car in the parking lot and it's super dark outside, and I just hear like crackheads screaming in the distance. I'm eating my lunch. Luckily, I could always count on Lauren to answer my phone call. You'd stay up and or you'd wake up.
I always had work, but you called me every time on your lunch break, and I'd always answer it at like 4 a.m. And then I'd just go back to sleep and then wake up at like 6:30, and my dad would take me to work. It was like 10 minutes from where we live.
In the store when I was working, it wasn't too bad, but every time I took my lunch break, which is supposed to be nice because it's a break, it would then just make me realize, man, I'm up in the middle of the night, no one's up, there's people obviously doing stuff they shouldn't be doing because I hear weird screaming in the distance, and I'm just sitting alone in my car with Lauren on the phone, bored, and Lauren's the only person I can talk to. That's making me not bored. But then as soon as that phone call ended, it was just 30 minutes that I had to think about just going back to work at night. So it's been crazy knowing the difference now.
Also, at that time, me and Joey lived together, but then I started having to stay more at my parents' because my dad would take me to work because he worked around the exact same time. He would take me to work and then go to work, because if I was just at where we lived, I didn't have a car. I know how to drive, but we only have one car, so I couldn't get to work.
Yeah.
So I had to start staying at my parents' more. And there was one night Joey went to work and I spent the night and I didn't have work. And it was so depressing. I was alone in the room all night, and it was kind of scary. I don't like being alone.
Definitely not fun times, but I'm glad to say that we're having tons of fun on this trip. You guys get to see the fun, and you know, a lot of you guys say thank you for recording this stuff, but honestly, thank you for watching, and we couldn't be faking this. I mean, we just stick this camera in our face, and whatever happens, happens. We don't really plan a lot, as you can tell. We're just kind of walking around. Random stuff happens. When you're out walking with the camera in your face, people do funny stuff in the background. People ask you questions. People say weird, not really mean stuff, luckily, especially when you're in a nice country like this. So it's been an amazing time. We'll head out of here and then we'll kind of figure out what we want to do next.
I am excited to go home and see if we can plan a trip all over Europe. Definitely France, Italy, Germany, Poland, Netherlands, all those ones over there just that are close by.
Shout out to your guys' train system.
Oh, I forgot England.
Got ice cream cones.
Got our ice cream.
€3 each. I thought Lauren was joking when she said that was the castle, but I guess it is. It's just a small castle.
I wasn't sure. Ooh, this ice cream is good. It looks like there's a wedding right there, or someone that just got married. I'm not left-handed. I feel like I'm gonna drop my ice cream.
Good ice cream.
Definitely tastes a little different. It's really good though.
Irish cow. Kind of a small door here.
No, it's me size.
What the heck? I don't know if you guys can see that on the GoPro, but I have no idea what you could use that for. It's like a one eye only window.
One eye only.
Pretty cool little maze garden here. Although it's pretty easy to find your way out because it doesn't even come up to our waist. Beautiful here.
On top.
Yep. That's his castle. That's Ash right there. And this is his town. A lot of small windows.
Castles aren't for like imprisonment, are they?
No, it's for watching out most of the time. Like,
oh.
Guard your town, your area. And I guess this guy only needed one eye to look out. Unless it was the world's skinniest man. It's a really beautiful park though, and we only saw like not even a third of it, not even a quarter probably.
I got much wrong with your ice cream.
Eat fast. That coffee and tea burned my tongue earlier, so the middle of my tongue can't really taste, but the rest can, and even with that problem, this still tastes really good.
Crazy how big this park is.
I know. To equate it, as Americans, we have to always equate to America, but this park is the America of parks. Not in terms of it being bad or anything, because some of you guys might be like, that's not true because it's not bad, but it's huge. So our country's huge. This park's huge.
Very green.
Very
obviously.
green. Great day. I know a lot of you guys are saying sorry about the weather, but as I wrote in a comment, it kind of makes the whole trip feel even more authentic. Although it would be nice to have a nice sunny day or whatever, it's not raining, so that's good, and this feels more authentic, the gray weather. I mean, we're coming from Casa Grande, Arizona, where, you know, we have enough sunny days. It's like 100 degrees every day. It's sunny every day, so it's a nice change. It's cool outside. It's not sunny, so we'll be back in sunny weather pretty soon here. Very skinny cone. We just ordered a taxi on the Free Now app. We're gonna go to this establishment called the Mary Cobbler that we really enjoyed last time because we were in that area, that Irish town, what is it, Ringsend?
So good. I'm getting the exact same thing I got last time. I hope it's still on the menu. I don't know why the menu would change, but I hope it's there. It was, what was it called?
Something with chicken, right?
Yeah, it was chicken, mashed potatoes, but like in a different way that I've never had them. And pesto sauce with asparagus.
It was super good, and it was filling, but in a way that didn't make our stomachs hurt. So we're gonna get that, probably get a Guinness, probably our last Guinness for a while here in Ireland. We'll think about some stuff. We'll go to Ringsend Park, because I told Lauren, I was like, that just feels fitting, ending the series back where it all started, basically. I mean, it started up with us going to Tesco, but what really blew up was us walking around that park on the way to Dunn's. I was thinking we'd walk there, kind of relive that, talk about some of the new memories we made this trip. Taxi should be arriving soon, and then we'll go enjoy our last dinner here and our last kind of stroll around that area, which is not too far from the hotel, luckily. But yeah, this park's been amazing, and we didn't even see most of it.
It's huge.
Yeah. I mean, we'd probably take 2 more trips to Ireland. We still wouldn't be able to walk this whole thing. Definitely looks nicer with the bicycle. I'm
trying to figure out how he's gonna pick us up. Do we need to go on the other side?
I don't know. I guess we'll see what he tries doing. It is pretty packed here. Our Uber driver's all the way down there. Luckily, we spotted him, and he saw us. So he said he's gonna go around this roundabout, then pick us up. But it's tight in here. Sheesh. Seems nice though.
Yeah, I think he's coming right now.
All right, we're here in the Mary Cobbler. We're gonna be attempting to split the G. I couldn't do it the other day, but I might be able to do it this time. I might go past the G just because I might overcompensate, but let's get into it right now. Ready? Dang it. I bottomed the G this time. I can't get it in between. I went too far. I knew I was gonna overcompensate.
All right, we're gonna be attempting to split the G. I don't know if I'll be able to do it.
You're spilling the G. Oh, you topped the G.
It's kind of harder than I thought.
Yeah, it's not that easy.
Let's attempt it again. I'm gonna get another one and attempt it. Our
food just came. The Cobbleburger or Cobblerger, however you say it. And then what did you get?
A chicken pie. It smells really good. Ooh. All right, this is my second attempt. Let's hope I can do it. I'm scared.
You got it. Oh.
Not even close. I can't do it because it spills everywhere. I swear it's the foam.
No. It's right there. We're not splitters of the G.
I wasn't even close. I swear, guys, it's hard with the foam for me. And my mouth's kind of small. I don't know. The first one I was closer though. I spilled a tiny bit, but the first one I was way closer.
We need to practice more.
Yeah.
We gotta come to Ireland just to practice that. We just finished up eating at the Mary Cobbler, and it's pretty sentimental. I mean, we walked down this area just 2 months ago, but we couldn't have imagined it was gonna turn into what it is now. We kind of know the way, which is really weird when you're in a country that you don't live in.
We're going to Ringsend Park.
you really recognize these alleyways or these little roadways in between. It was scary last time because we didn't know, not scary as in we thought anything bad was gonna happen, but just my dad was driving. We didn't know any of the roads or anything. We didn't know where to go, but now we don't even need the map. So we know how to get to the park.
If we lived in this area, we'd know where Tesco is, the Mary Cobbler, the park right here.
Dunn's, 3 Arena, now our hotel that we're staying at, Beckett Lock.
Whoa!
I can say it now because we're not going to be here once this goes up. Just gotta watch out. Another car coming. Dude, they're timing it perfectly. Watch out, there's another one.
I wasn't gonna go.
All right, we just gotta go after this guy. Here it is, the area we stayed at last time. Down that road. Here it is, guys. The same place as the intro to Walking Duns, the first video that did pretty well for our channel, or really well. Now it's the most viewed video unless one of these takes off. I'll turn the camera around. Last time I called these rugby posts, but everybody was quick to inform us that it was actually Gaelic football or hurling, which we did see hurling, and there's actually people practicing over there. So we've learned a little bit. We've got to study abroad.
Yep.
In the hometown of hurling. Maybe not the town, but the home country of hurling. It is very surreal walking back here again, even though it's only been like 2 months, but you know, I didn't know if we'd ever really come to this exact area again, and then you guys said we need to come back, and we did, and now we're here, and it's the last day. We'll be here for probably a while this time because we can't just keep coming back to Ireland. We got to go explore more of Europe if we do come back to Europe. It is really crazy. Here you go, here's some hurling in front of us though. I don't know if you guys read comments, some of you probably do, but what I'll say is you guys kept letting us know that it's an amateur sport, so people can be teachers, people can be, you know, just some guy working at the store that you know, and then go play in this huge match that the whole country's watching. And it's very noble because in the US, it's just contract chasing after contract chasing. You'll have guys who, it used to be like that back maybe 20 or so years ago, that some would stay on one team and be there even though they were getting paid. Now it's just contract chasers, so they'll get drafted to a team that's across the country, play there for 2 years. Somebody else will say, hey, we want to buy you out of your contract and pay you more. So of course they take it. And like the minimum salary in the NFL for 2025, I think was 800 something thousand. And on top of that, now college players get paid. So you have people that are like taking out student loans to go to college and basically going to be in debt for the next few decades of their life. And then you have guys getting paid millions to play college football, and they get paid so well in college through the NIL system that they then make it to the NFL and they get paid less. Just a long tangent about that because it is very nice to see that you guys over here just play sports because you love them. Not about some sort of money thing. Although everybody likes getting paid, it really shows a dedication to the sport that you go work a normal job, get paid whatever you get paid, and then you practice and you become really good at it. Here's the park. I gotta say again, this is still a beautiful park. I know last time I posted it, some people said Ringsend, beautiful. That's not beautiful, but I have no idea what you guys are talking about because every time we walk through here, it's very nice. No one seems like they're up to anything bad. It's just people enjoying getting training in for soccer, for not Gaelic football, but hurling. It just seems nice and like nothing bad's going on. So I don't know what that was about. And people that said that, I don't know if they just didn't like the area or what, but it seems really nice. A lot going on, and it's like 7 p.m.